some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the USC Trojans, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. Offense in a bunch formation. Trying to get the edge on the right. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Vaughn. The throw to the outside is complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Using the quick game. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Trying to get behind the defense. Touchdown, Tigers! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Scanning the field, it's Vaughn. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and look for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Lets it fly. Got it in stride at the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Missouri!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, and usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. The short hands, it's Fowler. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
2nd on the move. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his big tight end. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
And the Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Vaughn. Moves around to clear up the vision. Rolling right and going deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Peterson. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Jennings. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another 1st down. The give on the option. There he goes. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Working that left side now. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And that defense just ran through that offensive front. He broke a couple of tackles, but nowhere to run.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. He's looking to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
And the try is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Vaughn. Quickly to the tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Just a short pass to the tight end. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job in the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a dialed up it's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. The throw. And it works. On the move at the 30. There he goes. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. To the air, it's Vaughn. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Powers through. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Going for the big play. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. He's going to throw deep right side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That 3-touchdown lead has been cut to 7. The momentum has shifted, and now a chance to get it back on this drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go right back to it. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Looking for room, it's Wormley. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Vaughn. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going now.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Finds his tight end. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Pulls and fired complete. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. Toss to the outside. Open space at the 25. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it on the run. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Trying to punch it in. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Complete out of the backfield. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Will take over 1st and 10.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to pass, it's Vaughn. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty in this part of the field, man, the defense just starts spitting fire after that. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Blasted as he lets it go.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of...
Looking for the end zone, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Houston had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans there in Clutch City are ready for hoops. But pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron, too, people. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Vaughn. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Touchdown, Trojans. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll take it himself. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll run the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. He's looking to throw. Sets up the screen. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Trojans in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Fires to the right. He's got an open man. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Back to throw, it's Vaughn. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
Missouri, 35. USC, 29.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
And they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Got a man, it's Thompson. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They want that clock to run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Give to the running back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field. Seemingly at will, throwing the ball.